Hey everyone, and welcome back to Kharak Cup 13. Welcome to the quarterfinals here. Gonna have a spicy game between Descara and Catharsis. But joining me for the first time ever, it is going to be Magpie842.
Yes, indeed. Hello, Bozo Cow. How you doing?
Awesome. And I gotta say, I am super hyped for this. Been watching Magpie's cast since I was a wee lad, so...
Awesome, man. Well, it's a privilege and a pleasure to be here with you on the stream casting this game. Do you want to do the player intros?
Sure thing. So down here in the south we have Descara playing as the Galzian, which is pretty interesting. He's been doing this a lot recently, and he's been really refining these Galzian builds, so super excited to see what he's going to pull out.
Awesome. Yeah. I've actually never seen his Galzian, so this is going to be super exciting. I mean, the man knows Coalition like forwards and backwards, so like to see him play with a much more mobile, like more reactive unit set is going to be super interesting. And then yeah, spawning in the north, playing as the Knefi pieces, we have got Catharsis.
With no color, of course, just rust. That's how Knefi do it.
Yeah, just playing with the rust bucket Catharsis.
He's actually telling me on stream, he already says he's got the bad spawn in the game. I would have to agree, actually. There's like these little dunes behind him there, and you can use those pretty nicely if you're the attacker. And seeing as he is indeed the attacker here, I think he would definitely like to have had that. Coming in with a couple blast drones, so he wants to make something spicy happen immediately.
Yeah, absolutely. Gonna try and get some early economical damage done here. Let's see, we've got, okay, so we've got Assault Ship Fab coming up for Descara, so he should have the tools he needs to hold this if he can just, like, mitigate the impact from these initial blast drones. Did he see them? Yeah, he sees them.
He saw them, oh yeah. If they hit, that's game over, and if they don't, Descara has a really nice follow-up, but they're coming into the eco line, they're almost there.
Yeah. The Sandskimmer's taking a dive to try and get them. They're getting some good damage. Like, he spreads his salvages just in case. I think he should be fine, right?
I think so, but this is so freaking tense. Oh, here they come, but I think he's gonna kill one of them, and that's all he needs. He is good.
Yeah, he's okay. There's still two Sandskimmers here, actually. This is like in StarCraft when you see like a Baneling and 4 Zerglings go in, and like the Baneling softens everything, and then the Zerglings one-hit everything. And now we're seeing these Sandskimmers just kind of one-hitting everything.
Sure enough, we got 2 Salvadors down already, and I think this investment definitely paying for itself already. Question is, what does Catharsis do in the follow-up? We know we got Assault Ship Tech done already, and Descara moving out across the map with that production cruiser, so... Catharsis has done damage, but he needs to follow it up nicely.
Yeah, absolutely, and Descara's going to push out with his assault ship, which looks to be a little bit faster. So, I mean, obviously he didn't have to build blast drones, so he's had a little bit more money. Neither of them are going for refinery mode, so they're both out for blood right now.
Kalash teeth, man. What else would you expect?
Yeah, win on Kalash teeth. How do you get the unit overlays to stay up? I thought it was caps lock or tab, but it's not, like, they're not staying up.
Alt, maybe?
That's the one. Thanks very much, I'm so rusty.
No problem. Yeah, Catharsis says he actually, Catharsis says he clicked on Assault Ship Tech a little bit slow there. Like maybe it was a misclick, maybe he just didn't see it or something, but this Assault Ship build is definitely becoming meta. It's really good. And here we see Descara, he's about to hit at his opponent's carrier. I don't think Catharsis is ready. Assault Ship Fab just now finishing for him. Yeah,
and there's already 3 assault ships out, 2 of which are going to be hitting home, so that's pretty nice. He has 3 Sandskimmers on the other side of the map, giving Descara a little bit of a headache.
And look, he's got 2 blast drones. That's the real thing. He could go for it again. Oh, man.
Oh, okay, this is real. Okay, we're going to see if Descara's paying attention.
This is awesome. This is the game that I wanted to see from these two, you know? Just...
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like Catharsis already going to grab an artifact, so opening up the scoreline.
And he's so good with that artifact pressure too, you know, you let him get 1 or 2 in the early game, and in the late game he just trashes.
Here come the blast drones! He stops them!
He stands still! Oh no.
Oh no! Blast drones, you had one job. You know what, I don't think he would have gotten the double hit anyway, so it's okay, it's okay.
He would have gotten 1 though for sure, right?
He might have gotten 1 of those salvages maybe, yeah.
Yeah. He's in my chat now saying RIP. I would agree, but if you look at the other side, he's distracted his opponent enough that Descara has not pushed in, so maybe he's safe now.
Yeah, he got some damage on a salvager, but that's nothing to write home about. And now we got like 3 assault ships against 2, now 3. I think this is going to settle down for a slightly longer game now. This seems to be like renormalizing.
I think so too, which is cool. I mean, obviously, Descara's assault ships with that upgrade, they would win here, but Catharsis has the defender's advantage, so I think he's okay here.
Neither of them are going for railgun or like any kind of air tech, so yeah, we're gonna have a good old-fashioned Queensbury rules slugging match here.
Oh yeah. This is awesome. 1 salvager does go down, just a long-distance miner, but you never want to lose those if you can get away with it.
Yeah, 2 cruise missiles making use of the advantage from the 1 chip of power by getting that artifact is going to be nice. He hasn't found any hits yet. but it's always nice. This is why I play Knef, man. Those cruise missiles are just such fun.
Oh yeah.
Love them.
Some people have gotten unreal good at like hitting those cruise missile shots. I just don't even know.
Oh, I know. They get in your head. It's like, I know you're going to dodge, so I'm going to send it like right at your face.
But I know you know I'm going to dodge. You've seen The Princess Bride, right?
yeah, right. That's exactly it.
Oh man, just like that.
So left-handed.
Catharsis just did it to him, I think.
So we've got another artifact here. Looks like Catharsis wants to... He's grabbed it. He's not going to try and get out right now. There's a little bit of a blockade in the way. Descara going to make sure nothing happens there. Still no production cruiser refinery mode.
From
Still
either
no
player.
railgun or air tech.
This is very unique. I love it.
Yeah. It's just like nobody wants to blink right now. And why would you when your opponent is on your doorstep building assault ships? Okay, we're going to have a little bit of a scuffle here. No high ground. So it's just going to come down to positioning and focus fire from the two players here.
Yeah, and you can see he was going for it. He wanted that high ground. I wonder if this base runner is here actually to deploy smoke, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, or just, I mean, I suppose you wouldn't really build a blast ring into this fight too much. Okay, looks like Descara are going to be the first to lose an assault ship, getting caught out a little bit there, gets focused down, and he has another assault ship that's in a pretty bad position. Okay, it scurries away.
And he did smoke off the high ground. I'm not sure if you caught that, but that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Assault ship came over the dune to get some high ground. Nope, denied, which is awesome.
Nice.
Catharsis is telling me on my chat it's bait, actually. The idea is they shoot at this 3000 HP base runner and they're losing the assault ship fight, which is actually, that's fair. I like that idea.
Huh. Yeah, absolutely. I love that. That's actually really smooth. It's like when Zerg players run their overlords in and it's just like, you can't help but click on them a bit.
Totally. We do have interceptor fab now from this Catharsis, and we have another production cruiser from Descara, so...
Aha!
I wonder how that plays
out. An attacker-defender dichotomy coming up here. Looks like Catharsis is going to have a bit more damage on his hands. Descara going to look to build up his economy? We still don't have refinery mode, this.
I think he wants... I don't know what he wants. I mean, if he has two production cruisers out here, I don't think he can double produce the soul chips, can he?
Nah, he doesn't. He won't have the money.
Maybe he does. Maybe he wants to save up a bit, get refinery mode off the back of this, and then just be like chilling with two bases against his opponent's one. I don't know.
Maybe? I don't know. So I'm looking at the resources. I don't think he has enough.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. He's kind of hemorrhaging the odd assault ship as well.
But look at this though. Descara is getting armored unit defenses 3 and no A game. I saw it before you typed that in my chat.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, he is. Okay, refinery mode's coming up for Catharsis now.
Look at that high ground though. That was actually very effective there.
Yeah, high ground's amazing.
I think it's all going to come down to these. I think it's all going to come down to these interceptors. If they have a really nice reveal, that could really change things. But if there's two production cruisers up here, I don't know if they're going to be able to.
Well, he's only built one, right? And then he stopped.
Yeah, and well, like refiner mode is just kind of dead in the water if you don't have that base. I think the problem is that he's pop blocked, but he's teching refiner mode, so he can't get fleet cap 45.
Oh, that's awkward.
Tricky.
Okay, I think he's going to get another assault ship here if he wants to. Descara might have to give up this position. What are we on now? 6 to 7. So that's going to be, yeah. Okay, actually, Descara might pick up another couple here. He's going to try and come in. If he comes in with all of them, this might be okay. There's no high ground for anyone.
It's so bunched up. Look at that. So 2 of them go down there. And that armor 3 really starting to pay for itself.
Yeah, absolutely, making that armor pay for itself. Look at this, it's just getting value over time in these engagements. Hasn't been hit by any critical cruise missiles, and is he still building? Okay, he stopped producing assault ships now.
And it looks like Catharsis is very committed to getting up onto that second base now, which you always worry when you move your carrier out that they're going to backstab onto your main. But Descara taking a very wide retreat path here.
Yeah, but
I'm not sure
Catharsis
where
has got some good eyes on the map. He has one sand skimmer just running recon.
Oh yeah, that's so good, man. Look at that.
Yeah, because of that, this is actually like pretty safe. So let's see. Okay, so we do have refinery mode from Descara, so I guess he's going to back off and try and have like a more regular game out of this.
And this could
I think
work.
This gives Catharsis another artifact, right? There's a window here where he can try and grab it.
Oh yeah, that's true. Although, you know, Descara's made 2 base runners actually, so he's really going for that too.
So he has.
You know, I see this working, I see this not working. I mean, your opponent's going to be on 2 base before you, but you can be on 3 base before him. I'm not sure really which one I prefer.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got afterburners coming down for Catharsis as well. This is like an out there build. I've not seen this kind of thing done before. But then again, I've not been like casting Deserts of Frag that much. Do people normally go for afterburners this early?
Yeah. Once the interceptor has like 600 speed, he's like a different monster, you know what I mean? So.
Oh, okay.
But that artifact will extract, I'm pretty sure, from Catharsis. Obviously, we can have smoke pop once it gets low. Right? Oh, he's gonna back away.
So, question about the afterburner then: does that actually make the interceptors harder to hit? Like, will they actually not be hit by some anti-air attacks?
It doesn't make them harder to hit, no, but they drop their missiles faster, right?
Yeah, it just reduces their window of exposure. I see. Okay.
Yeah. Agan says it's a Catharsis thing to get too many interceptors. Could be, but that's certainly not the case yet. He's only got 3, so.
So, looks like that the artifact gets caught on its way out. 3 assault ships should be enough for descara to block that one coming out. Catharsis is going to rally through mid with all of his assault ships, and it looks like descara sees this with his base runner, so he's going to come in with all of his assault ships. So that means it's 8 for Catharsis against, that is 11 for descara with level 3 armor. So if descara can take this fight, he should win it. It just depends whether he can pin his opponent down and make him fight. And I don't think that's going to happen. He's kind of slipping away even just now. Wow, actually, descara coming in through a little bit of a backstab. 2 assault ships moving in. That's a nice exposed production cruiser.
Yeah, there's only one guy to defend here. These salvagers have to evacuate. Uh-oh.
Actually, you know what? The interceptors go scramble, so they should be okay to do.
Oh, okay, that's true.
Yeah. And what have we got here? 1, 2. Yeah, so descara going to be mining on 3 bases like pretty quick here. His salvagers going over to the 3rd now.
Catharsis is still very ballsy. He's just sticking around here with these salvagers, but I think he's going to get away with it. He won't lose any salvagers there. But that was close. Yeah, that was risky times right there.
Yeah, I mean, the damage is done insofar as they're not mining, right? So this is like lost mining time, more than like just salvage deaths, which is probably still, look, they're still not mining.
Yeah, they really need to get back on.
This is going on. This is a lot of damage now. Ooh,
come on, boys. You got a job to do. Get back at it.
Oh, Catharsis. That's actually most of his salvages. There are only 2 or 3 with the carrier. So this is horrendous. This is like actually his whole economy that's not doing anything.
I think it's only 2 of them, to be fair, which is.
Oh, is it? Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. It was the 3 at the back. They moved now. Okay, cool.
Ooh.
All right. I was freaking out over that. I was like, he's not mining.
And it looks like descara is moving out with his carrier now. A little bit early there.
Oh, he is.
He's got a lot of power. I'm not sure exactly where from.
He's going for power reserve level 3 now, and he's getting railguns. Oh, I like it. He's getting set up. He's getting set up. What's he going to use for anti-air, though?
Missile ships. He's got a couple out.
Oh, he does. Descara, you're so ninja.
He's on top of it. Ooh, and these assault ships pushing up through the pass here. They're super condensed. I mean, I feel like descara could take that fight.
All right, here he comes.
Yeah, there's 3 production cruisers off the back of this. Look at that. I mean, Catharsis knows, but like, what's he gonna do about it? Oh man.
And now the missile ships are providing that anti-air. I think it was that 1 interceptor goes down, 2 actually.
Yeah.
2?
Yeah, there are 2 there. They're still coming in here. They really want to deny that base runner. I think they can, but.
I don't know.
What cost?
Let him have it. Let him have it. You're gonna need to try and take a fight in a second. You need these interceptors.
The base runner lives too, and the interceptors still go down.
It wasn't even a dead cert. That is ugly. Poor Catharsis, man. He trades out his interceptors for basically nothing, and it's going to come down to a fight here between 8 assault ships and like, what is this? 9 for descara, but they're actually not all in one place. 2 of them are flanking right, which I love. He's going for another
that's
backstab.
even better, yeah.
Yeah, it is really sweet. And he's got the 2 missile ships, which if you put them on the corner of this like line of sight blocker, these rocks here, like the left-hand side corner, put them in between those sand dunes, they can just like rocket ambush any units that try and come around there, which will like, it's just makes your opponent have a really hard time trying to take a fight in this situation.
Maybe I'm just a fanboy, but like...
There he goes.
Maybe I'm just a fanboy, but missile ships are my favorite unit by far. I love the things.
They're so groovy, aren't they? Yeah.
It's like you with Jagdtigers, yeah? Like, oh, that was so American the way I said that. Anyway. Tiger.
The Jagdtiger.
Trying to speak like English and German at the same time is very hard, okay? You'll have to trust me. I know how it's really said.
Alright, so here comes the carrier. We got power reserve level 4 about to finish. He's economically ahead. He's like mining 3 bases on 2. He has the better armor on his assault ships, so this is really tough. What does Catharsis have going for him?
He's got Casey
interceptors. He's got a siege cruiser as well. Yeah. I did not spot this.
And this is going to be very nice for those assault ships there, but I feel like the carrier could step on this already, to be honest. It's probably just playing a little cautious, but that's probably good. But I feel like he could already kill this thing.
He could. The Gaussian carrier, I still think it's the scariest carrier in the game. Look how fast that thing is.
It's like, hey yo.
Yeah, it's like, what are you gonna do?
I heard you like missiles. I mean, do have railguns coming out too.
It's going to spot up all of these assault ships that are moving around. Catharsis going for a bit of a backstab, but it's going to get punished. They get caught in the open by a railgun. And his siege cruiser is on its last legs. Okay, you know what? Yeah, that's what he can do here. Okay, so he's probably going to lose the siege cruiser, which is a real shame. But he can kite using the cruise missiles off the connecting carrier. And that
does it live? What? 13 HP on that mad lad. Look at that. I can't believe it.
Yeah,
oh,
and there's no interceptors for descara, so that's good. That's alive.
You jest.
Amazing.
Oh, wow.
Alright. It's still not pretty, but it's still probably doable. Oh no, he loses a lot of his assault ships in mid though. The siege crews are going to throw down a barrage, but it's like just no real kills. He has 2 siege cruisers now, actually. But this is still so hard. The missile ships getting some great hits on the backstab assault ships coming through mid. Oh, so many railguns!
The firing squad, man, you don't want any of that. And these guys are totally cut off now. They're dead.
Yeah. Catharsis is giving a really good account of himself, but like descara just slightly ahead at every turn here. And it's the real story is the fact that he's still mining like 50% more than Catharsis, and that just makes this so hard to win.
And look, he's even got a scanner over there on the third base. He knows he's ahead. Like, he doesn't have to guess. I love that.
Yeah, this all just makes me want to play Galzian.
Me too.
So, okay, here comes the carrier into those siege cruisers again. He's going to get the wounded one if he wants it, for sure. A couple of nice hits coming through from the Connect carrier. How much power does he have on that thing? Only reserve level 1.
Yeah, just that one artifact. I mean, his eco's been so much weaker, it's not surprising he can't really afford that.
I didn't realize he's starting to level 4 artifacts. So, and he has another one in a base runner, so... I mean, he doesn't even have to kill Catharsis right now. He can just go for the objective win.
That would be the game-winning artifact. I don't really see what Catharsis does to stop it. These railguns are going to be such a nice answer to the siege cruisers. The carrier already is. Just now getting up onto a third base. This is going to be rough if he wants to stop that.
Yep, this is going to be really, really rough. I mean, yeah, there we go, that's GG. Okay, it turns out descara is still just an absolute monster. That was like... I'm not going to say that was a flawless victory, but that was just brutal, you know? That was... Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Just well done, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
really,
absolutely.
Really cool
and he doesn't
game.
just push his advantage in one way. It's not like he micros well, or he just goes for a really big macro build, or he's like you know, guarding the artifacts well or something. Like, he just has it all. Every time you're just like, yeah, he's probably got this one another way, and then you zoom out and you're like, oh, he's actually winning this another way as well. Like,
yeah, just really nice, solid play there. And the blast drone defense at the beginning, that was so tense, but he definitely managed it nicely. Not easy to do.
He did.
Not easy to do. I'll agree with Catharsis. If he had the other spawn, he would have had a much better chance there. And he's saying now, yeah, BD lost me the game. I think he's right. If that had been a hit, that would have been game. If it hadn't been, I think, yeah, Catharsis was gambling a little bit there.
Sure, I can buy that.
Off to game 2, eh?
Absolutely.
Let me actually load that in there.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, I didn't talk about map picks at all, did I? Game 2 is descara's map pick. It's going to be the Boneyard. No surprise there. I think this is definitely descara's favorite map. I'll just load in, get to 2955, wait for you.
Okay, cool.
As I pause to take a sip on my drink. Torn Crater's banned? Oh yeah, it was. Catharsis just put that in the chat. That's true. Definitely the map that Catharsis wanted to play on, I'm sure. But, gonna be denied there.
So, alright. Let me put it to you. You're Catharsis, you've just had that game against descara. What now? What do you come into this? Do you reckon, okay, it's cheese time, or do you think, okay, you know what? I actually nearly had him with the blast drones, and then he just got one up on me and snowballed that to victory, so it was actually a close game. Didn't look close, but it kind of was close. So what do? What's the plan here if you're Catharsis?
You know, I can see either one, because of course on the Boneyard it's a lot harder, I would say, to stop these blast drones. And you haven't started the replay yet, have you?
I'm on 2955.
Okay. Let's start in 3, on, go again. 3,
okay.
2, 1, go. I think you're on the Boneyard. You could get the blast drone hit a little bit easier this time, I think, than on Kalash. But again, he doesn't really have the best spawn for that. He's putting that in chat as well. Obviously, those dunes being there on Catharsis spawn would be really nice for the blast drone hit. Catharsis is the player who's got, like, so many weird builds out there that'll just totally catch you off guard. I think he ought to go with one of those.
Okay, go for something really idiosyncratic, try and like pull the carpet out from under descara.
Yeah, yeah. We've seen him be so successful with that in the past. And by the way, someone on my chat saying it only took 3 years, but I found other people playing this game. Yes, we exist. Welcome,
yeah,
sir.
Dude, yeah, get on the Discord. There's a really good community for this game.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, I'll put it on the chat myself.
Yeah, welcome, friend. I think if I'm Catharsis, like, if I'm Catharsis after that first game, I really want to like get the initiative, and I would just go for like really heavy macro cheese. Just go for like blind production refinery mode first, like. And just try. I think that'd be like. I don't think descara would see that kind of thing coming. Anyway, it looks like he's going to open like similarly. We got 2 blast drones and a base runner coming out across the map. So
actually 3. This is a pretty big investment.
Oh, that is 3. Yeah, and no sand skimmers this time, which is cool.
Yeah, so he's just going to go in there blind. Could work, could not work. Again, like I can see this going either way. Gotta say though, going really heavy into macro would not work from here because descara's build is designed kind of to smash that sort of thing. So
it's true. It's a good thing. It's a good thing he doesn't listen to me.
Uh-oh.
But he keeps the blast drones out of sensor radius. That scanner is in a great place though.
Yeah, I agree. That scanner is going to be so good for him here, but the sensors are still so far away.
Enough? Yeah.
Oh,
okay. So
yeah, he's splitting.
Immediately start coming home. Oh, he knows the trouble he's in.
He's like,
But you know what? Because he knows, he just moves the salvages away, so he should be fine. There's no way.
We do have 3 of these things. We do have 3.
Yeah, but he can just spread his salvages. This is fine. He's not mining, but this is acceptable.
I would agree.
Actually,
I think he's going to be okay here. But
this does take the wind out of his little poke with the production cruiser and the sand skimmers, but that's fine.
I agree. And look, refiner mode is on the way out.
That's okay.
Look at that, refiner mode is following it up. I think Catharsis, that's definitely his plan here. He wants to like scare him with these blast drones and then hop back onto his bases. That's cool.
I like that. It makes sense. One of the luxuries that playing as Knaf gives you. You can do these things.
I agree, but he needed to stick around there a little bit longer, I think. Just like hey, you know, I'm here. If you don't you know, spend assets trying to stop me off here, I'm gonna kill you. And then once he does come in with the sand skimmers, just pick off like 2 or 3 salves, whatever you can get. I think that would be better.
I think descara in that situation basically like had been displaced from his mining location, and whilst those blast drones are alive, he can't come back and mine. So I think I like trading out the blast drones for time he's not mining. Like, don't leave them under the guns of the carrier, but leave them like just like kiting around on the edges of the carrier range. Make him bring back the sand skimmers, or have to do something, or else he's just not going to be mining for like 30-40 seconds. I like that.
And again, this would have been so much better if he was on the other side, but you know, check out these assault ships here. Catharsis getting the tech as well, but it's like
just ahead now.
Yeah, it's like 35 seconds out. Now the blast drones could come in and do some damage here if they wanted to, but not much. These are assault ships after all. We've got armor 1 already, so.
Okay, so the blast drones are getting set up. Are they going to try and get some hits on these assault ships?
I don't think they should. I mean, they can come back, right?
Yeah.
Like that base is still open. He could come in here if he wanted to. Main base is under some duress now as well. We still have assault ship tech on the way. It's like 5 seconds out, so. This is gonna be tricky.
Yeah, and descara still doesn't have refinery mode coming, and Catharsis, okay, he's moved his carrier away to try and push these assault ships back, which is fine, but it also means that he's not really mining very efficiently either. If he was mining efficiently, like making use of his refinery mode in this window where descara doesn't have it, that'd be cool. Okay, looks like some sand skimmers going to come in, but they get marked immediately by descara. Look how good he is. The unit's in the right place at the right time. Here come the blast drones, but he sees it.
If just one blast drone is used, don't use all 3. If he just uses one of them. Oh no!
Oh, Catharsis, he must be microing at home, which is fine. There's a lot going on back there, but like, oh no, these poor blast drones.
They're just getting picked off one by one. Yeah, they finally see it. They're going to back away, but ooh.
Yeah, because if you'd have just kept them moving, again, they don't have to hit anything. If they're just pushing salvages around and making them not mine and split and just be annoying, like, that's cool.
Yeah, and Catharsis sees what's going on.
That's GG. I don't think he was that far out of that game, if I'm honest.
I think the base was pretty much in duress there. I think that probably was game. The assault ships were just going to kill things off.
Oh, were there too many assault ships? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize it snowballed that badly. Fair enough.
Man, but what a first game. I think the second game, not quite as good. Obviously, the blast drones just couldn't find the opening, and he was really betting it all on them, but first game was mega good. I liked that a lot.
Yeah, me too. Like, nice to see descara is just still just a monster. Yeah, but clearly Catharsis has the skills, able to draw blood in that first game, and I liked everything he was doing. Okay, the execution wasn't quite there, but that's the kind of thing that comes with more practice. As long as he keeps that up, yeah, I could see him taking games off descara.
Yeah, Catharsis, very fun player to watch. I always love the strategies he pulls out, so hope you guys enjoyed that too. Oh yeah, he's either Conef or Soban. He likes the Soban rail spam too.
Ooh, okay.
But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'll catch you next time. We'll catch you next time. Dang, I have a co-caster now. And what better time for the stream to die? No, really it did, but it's okay. We knew what the outcome was going to be. It might be on Magpie's channel, the rest of it, but I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's really it.